Welcome to my skate video! If you saw my previous one, then you know that I tried to learn to skateboard in 2 days.
If you haven't seen it, I'm talking about this video. Some people loved it, but overall, people mostly hated it. And for good reason, honestly.
Basically, that video was a mess, but I really didn't research how to properly skate, and I didn't have much progress in those 2 days. And I think a huge reason of that was just fear. I was very, very afraid of falling. And so it's now a year later. I was hoping that this would be my year progress video, but I really haven't skated at all since my last video. I'm so ashamed to admit that, but it's the truth. And again, I think it's just that I've been very scared to get back on the board and to actually learn properly. And so instead of this being a 1-year update, I think this is gonna be my restart video. I'm gonna try my best to actually learn this time and get over my fear and do a much better job. So I hope this serves as my redemption video of learning how to skate again. And also, board. I want to say that I know that this is a cruiser board, so I'm just going to be learning how to skate as best as I can to my ability. In my next video, I want to actually buy a real skateboard. Yeah, that's very exciting. So cruiser board video for now, and then next video will be a real skateboard. Okay, let's get started.
If you're new here, let me introduce us real quick. This is my boyfriend, who's a lot better at skating than me, but still can't do any tricks. Oh, and his name's Danny. And then there's me. If you haven't guessed, I am athletic by no means, zero athletic skill, athletic 1, alley 0. But I've always wanted to learn how to skateboard, so welcome to my journey that I'm hoping to actually stick to this time around. Alright, so it's day 1, you know what that means, you know what we gotta do, let's set some goals for this video.
What are your goals today?
So it's been a while since I skated, to be honest, and so I want to just get comfortable on the board again. And I learned how to push. We did some practicing yesterday, and I got way better at pushing and feeling comfortable on the board. But I just want to reinforce that, as well as get good at turning. And there's a lot of gravel roads on here, so I want to be able to skate on those without dying from gravel.
I started off by holding Danny's hands, but I soon realized I felt a lot more comfortable on the board than I initially thought. I thought I would have to start from ground zero, but this time around I actually felt pretty good pushing and skating back and forth. I made sure to push off with my feet facing forward and then turn them sideways for better balance on the board. My pushing definitely still needed work though, because I was moving real slow.
At least I can grab the board.
Consistently.
So last time, if you remember in the last video, I had a lot of trouble pushing, and I've gotten a lot better at it, but I still think that the reason I wasn't good at it is because all your weight has to be on your front foot, so your other foot can push and no weight is on that foot. And so Danny's having me practice just balancing on one foot on the skateboard, so I'm comfortable literally just standing on one foot, and that way I'll feel comfortable being able to push with the other foot and not feel like I'm gonna fall.
It's called air pushing.
Air pushing, the skill. That terrifies me. I feel so off balance. Oh, like that.
After lots of procrastinating, I attempted to do Danny's air pushing technique to help me get better balance, which I was awful at, but it did help us realize.
The second you lean back, the board goes flying.
The second you lean back, the board goes flying. So what I'm hearing is the key is to lean forward at all times.
Don't laugh at me, but leaning forward turned out to be a big revelation for me. Anyway, enough about me, let's check in on how Danny's doing.
Sick.
What's your goal for today?
Today's goal is to learn how to turn in place.
Will Danny ever reach his goal? You know, I don't know, but for now, this is what he was focusing on.
Danny's attempting to skate through the grass. I have a feeling he will fail miserably. Oh, yep.
Wait, I did better last time.
I'm procrastinating by allowing him to do this.
I can do better than that.
Did you do it?
You see it?
No.
Supposedly he successfully skated from the grass back onto the sidewalk, but we'll never know for sure.
I did it earlier, but you weren't paying attention.
Oh. Thank you. Venturing out onto the road. Look how gravelly this road is. It makes it really hard. Pretty the sun is with all the palm trees.
My first attempt off of the smooth driveway ground.
It wasn't the best, but I was still proud. We admittedly spent the rest of the day just messing around, but tomorrow we'll be back on our skating, so that's the end of our day one. I started off today by just skating back and forth to get warmed up, and Danny continued trying to skate in the grass for... I don't know why. Okay, it's day two. Honestly, the biggest thing I learned yesterday is to lean forward. There's like so many things that they don't say in skate videos because I feel like they're just really obvious and like common sense, but I'm like the least athletic person ever, so obvious things are not obvious to me. You don't really fall forward, and if you do, it's like easy to catch yourself. But if you fall backwards, like you're done, you know? Your ankle's broken. Then Danny just kept practicing turning in place again, and I wish I had more exciting things that I personally did in day two of this video, but I honestly just kept practicing skating back and forth because I feel like I can't learn new things until I'm really comfortable on the board.
What's the most important lesson for a skater?
Always lean forward and always stay hydrated, and it's okay to fall. That was 3.
And that's the end of day two. Sorry today was so short, but we honestly just kept practicing the things that we learned yesterday.
I know there was not much progress made in today's video, but I think there was a lot of progress made here in me getting over my fears, which leads to progress here. So let me guys know if you'd want to see more skating videos and me actually get like a real skateboard. But yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys next week if you want with another skateboarding video. And also, I think that maybe if this doesn't go well, I should just become the world's first sitting skateboarder. See you next week.
Yeah, that's right. Bet you're not doing that on camera.
The beach!